Hello, my name is Micah Otterbein, and I will be talking about Jerome S. Bruner and discovery-based learning. Bruner was born blind in 1915. He regained sight at the age of 2 through surgery. Bruner passed away recently at the age of 100 after a long and influential career in psychology, doing both teaching and research. Before Bruner's influence, people only taught using direct teaching and relied on memorization through rewarding positive behavior, called, in the psychological world, behaviorism. I believe that Bruner is an iconoclast because he was the first to realize and push for a new way of learning material. This way has become known as discovery-based learning, which Bruner characterized in his paper, The Act of Discovery. According to Bruner, this new discovery-based learning comes from 4 main ideas. 1. The increase in intellectual potency. 2. The shift from extrinsic to intrinsic rewards. 3. Learning the heuristics of discovering. And 4. The aid to memory processing. In simpler terms, discovery-based learning is giving students a small amount of base information about a topic and then having those students, either individually or in groups, work with that material to discover new concepts or ideas related to that material, then having the class come back together as one under the guidance of the teacher to fully flesh out the ideas that they were supposed to gain from their discovery. This may sound confusing, but we have been utilizing this learning style in this class throughout the semester. An example of this was the 7-day color hunt. During this, we were just told to pay attention to one color. We did not all pick the same color, or pick all the same things, or get the same ideas out of it initially. Despite this, we brought those different thoughts into the same overarching idea that April was trying to lead us to from the start. Another example of this would be paying attention to what we pay attention to. We were given the simplest instruction to pay attention to what we pay attention to. We all pay attention to different things and thus collect differently. We all went through a discovery process that April pulled together to teach us that we all have different perceptions of the same world. When Bruner reflected on his short time of blindness, he was led to a similar conclusion, that our mind's perception of the world is not just affected by our senses, but that our mind's perception also affects the way we see the world. In class, we also had a good example of seeing the discovery process when we did the 60-second blank paper test. We got to watch the discovery process in others that we had already been experiencing all semester. This in itself led us through our own discovery process as well. I am a future math teacher. Because of this, I will both see and hopefully use this discovery method in the teaching world. The discovery learning method in the math field helps create better understanding in a field that is heavily influenced by pure memorization with very low understanding. If a student gets a better understanding of earlier math concepts, then they will have an easier time when they get to more difficult further math topics. In my experience in the classroom, I have seen this method in use and have watched the discovery happen for all of the students. The students in the class seemed more engaged and feel more confident about the math. All the students did better overall. Both the students that were already good at memorization and also the students that memorization for them doesn't work. I also saw the struggle that some of my classmates, when I was in high school, faced because of the way we were being taught to memorize with no understanding of why. I hope that in the future as a teacher, that I can teach using this discovery method to improve all of my students' understanding beyond just the memorization so that they can succeed in their future math courses. I hope I have provided an interesting look into Jerome S. Bruner and how the discovery process has both affected our class and how it will affect my future teaching. Thank you for listening.